Deep in the heart of the world's most remote jungles, deserts, and oceans lie temples that defy explanation. These are not ordinary ruins. They are forbidden temples, deliberately hidden, guarded by time, nature, and perhaps something far more dangerous than humans. Some are submerged beneath ocean waves, some swallowed by sandstorms, and others concealed within impenetrable forests. Their purpose? Unknown. Their knowledge? Potentially cataclysmic. And their existence? Proof that humanity has only glimpsed a fraction of its own forgotten history. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast jungle in Cambodia. Sunlight barely penetrates the dense canopy as massive stone blocks emerge, carved with symbols no one can fully decode. This is Ko Ker, a temple city that stretches over 20 square kilometers, built with stones weighing dozens of tons. Certain chambers are completely sealed, containing inscriptions that hint at forbidden knowledge, celestial alignments, and rituals lost to time. Scholars have debated for decades, but much of what lies within remains a mystery. Why were these temples deliberately hidden from the world? Was it to protect powerful knowledge, or to shield humanity from secrets it was not ready to understand? Thousands of miles away, the Peruvian Andes conceal temples that even local guides rarely speak of. Deep within hidden valleys, massive terraces and labyrinthine chambers remain untouched. Entire walls are carved from single blocks of stone, fitted with such precision that modern machinery would struggle to replicate them. According to local legends, these temples were designed by sages who possessed knowledge of astronomy, geometry, and energy manipulation. Some chambers are aligned with solstices, equinoxes, and even certain planetary configurations, proof that their builders were not only skilled architects but also keepers of celestial secrets. Could it be that entire civilizations existed solely to construct and guard these temples, disappearing before history even noticed them? Even the oceans conceal impossible structures. Off the coast of Japan, sonar scans reveal submerged temples with perfect stone grids and terraces, echoing designs found in Cambodia and Peru. Similarly, off India's coast lies the legendary city of Dwarka, described in ancient texts as a divine city with grand temples and docks. Underwater explorations reveal streets, stone foundations, and temple complexes preserved beneath centuries of silt and coral, aligned precisely with the cardinal directions and celestial events. The accuracy and scale of these constructions suggest knowledge of engineering, navigation, and astronomy far beyond the supposed capabilities of humans from that era. How could such knowledge exist thousands of years ago, yet vanish without a trace? Africa also hides forbidden temples that defy logic. In Egypt and Sudan, little-known pyramids and sunken temples are buried beneath shifting sands, far from popular tourist routes. Their carvings depict astronomical charts, energy symbols, and cosmic motifs that scholars cannot fully interpret. Some chambers are intentionally sealed, as if guarding secrets too dangerous to reveal. Could these temples have been deliberately concealed by their builders, or were they buried after societies collapsed, leaving their knowledge dormant for millennia? Mystical accounts hint that some temples are only accessible under certain celestial alignments. Ancient texts, traveler journals, and local folklore describe temples appearing or revealing hidden chambers during eclipses, solstices, or rare planetary alignments. Certain carvings glow under specific sunlight angles, suggesting that the architecture itself was designed to communicate with the cosmos. These features hint that the temples were not merely religious centers, but repositories of forbidden knowledge, encoded in stone to endure through time. Artifacts discovered within forbidden temples deepen the mystery. In Cambodia, carvings depict astronomical charts, geometric patterns, and machines resembling advanced devices, whose function remains unknown. In Peru, temple reliefs show rituals that imply energy manipulation, precise astronomical observation, or even medicine beyond modern understanding. In India, underwater temple carvings suggest the use of navigation, mathematics, and architecture far advanced for the era. Could these temples have been scientific, spiritual, and educational centers, accessible only to an elite few? The deliberate concealment of these temples raises more questions. Dense jungles, mountains, deserts, and the ocean itself serve as natural barriers. Some temples are protected by poisonous fauna, treacherous terrain, or labyrinthine designs. Others remain submerged or buried under silt and sand. How did their creators ensure these temples survived centuries of human ignorance, natural disasters, and looting? Were they protecting knowledge from outsiders, or hiding evidence of a civilization far older and more advanced than recorded history admits? Even more fascinating is the global connection. Forbidden temples across Asia, South America, and Africa share architectural patterns, celestial alignments, and symbolic motifs, suggesting a network of knowledge spanning continents. Could there have been a lost global civilization whose builders scattered temples across the world to safeguard their wisdom? Artifacts, carvings, and temple layouts hint at an interconnected culture, potentially influencing civilizations like the Incas, Egyptians, Sumerians, and Harappans. Were these temples the silent teachers of humanity, guiding its earliest steps while remaining hidden from history? Modern technology is only beginning to uncover these secrets. Satellite imagery, LiDAR scans, sonar mapping, and carbon dating are revealing new temples in jungles, deserts, and beneath oceans, confirming legends that were once dismissed as myth. Each discovery adds layers of mystery and hints at a civilization far older, wiser, and more sophisticated than textbooks admit. Every stone, carving, and alignment tells a story, one of knowledge deliberately hidden, waiting for the right eyes to uncover it. The Forbidden Temples challenge everything we know about humanity's past. They hint at advanced astronomy, geometry, energy, and spiritual wisdom, encoded in ways that survive centuries of neglect, cataclysms, and human ignorance. Their existence suggests a hidden chapter of history, one where humans were guided, warned, or perhaps constrained by a civilization whose knowledge was deemed too powerful to be revealed. Every temple, every chamber, and every artifact is a clue, an invitation to uncover the forbidden knowledge humanity has long forgotten. And while the jungles, deserts, and oceans still guard many of these secrets, the question remains: will we uncover them in time, or will they vanish once again beneath waves, sands, and centuries of obscurity? Deep beneath the earth, behind walls carved with indecipherable symbols, lie hidden chambers that no one has ever entered. These are not ordinary storage rooms. They are vaults of forbidden knowledge, secret altars, and spaces that seem deliberately designed to manipulate energy, light, or even the mind. Across the globe, from the jungles of Cambodia to the mountains of Peru and the submerged cities of India, explorers have uncovered chambers that defy explanation, suggesting that the temples were built not just for worship, but for experiments, rituals, and perhaps technologies lost to time. In Cambodia, hidden behind thick vines and walls of Ko-Ker, researchers discovered chambers carved into solid rock, with symbols that glow faintly under the sun at certain angles. Some inscriptions seem to encode mathematical formulas, astronomical charts, or even sequences resembling coded language. Scholars argue that these chambers were used for advanced knowledge transmission, possibly only accessible to a priestly or scholarly elite. Certain tunnels are perfectly aligned with the rising sun during solstices, hinting at rituals that harnessed celestial energy. Could these hidden temples have been laboratories of the mind and universe, designed to record knowledge beyond human comprehension? In Peru, the Andean temples contain underground chambers accessed by narrow, concealed passageways. Local legends speak of the chambers of the lost sages, where ancient knowledge of astronomy, medicine, and energy manipulation was taught to select initiates. Archaeologists have found walls adorned with carvings showing advanced star charts, planetary alignments, and what appear to be diagrams of machinery. The most baffling aspect is their preservation. Despite centuries of earthquakes and natural decay, the carvings remain pristine, suggesting exceptional construction techniques or protective knowledge embedded in the architecture itself. Could the chambers have been designed to survive time and disasters, preserving wisdom that humans were not meant to forget? Underwater temples reveal even stranger secrets. The submerged city of Dwarka in India, described in ancient texts, contains temples with hidden chambers beneath the seabed, Some chambers are accessible only through tunnels that seem intentionally designed to flood at certain tides, making exploration nearly impossible. Within these spaces, archaeologists have found stone altars, engraved pillars, and objects that appear to be ritual tools, some resembling early electrical or energy devices. Could these temples have been experimental centers, blending ritual, science, and spiritual practice in ways lost to modern understanding? Africa's deserts hold equally astonishing evidence. Beneath sands in Egypt and Sudan, lesser-known temples reveal subterranean chambers with perfectly carved ceilings, intricate reliefs, and hidden alcoves. Some rooms contain carvings depicting cosmic events, celestial navigation, and figures performing unknown rituals. Researchers speculate that these temples were designed not only for worship but as repositories of knowledge, intentionally hidden to survive cataclysms. Could ancient priests or rulers have known that their civilization would face upheaval, burying their wisdom to protect it from destruction? Even in remote parts of Asia, forbidden temples contain chambers that interact with light and sound in uncanny ways. Certain rooms are constructed so that sunlight illuminates specific inscriptions only on rare days, while others produce acoustics amplifying a whisper into a booming resonance. Could these designs indicate an advanced understanding of physics, acoustics, or energy manipulation, deliberately encoded into sacred spaces? Some researchers argue these temples were centers of initiation, where the most advanced knowledge was shared only under strict secrecy. The temple's hidden chambers also contain artifacts that defy conventional explanation. In Cambodia, stone discs engraved with celestial patterns hint at astronomical devices. In Peru, carvings suggest machinery capable of tracking planetary motion or even predicting eclipses. India's Dwarka temples contain objects resembling early navigational tools. In Africa, small figurines and tools suggest knowledge of metallurgy, geometry, and symbolic language far beyond what should have existed at the time. Were these temples simply religious, or were they libraries of forbidden science and spiritual wisdom, encoded in stone to survive centuries of ignorance and destruction? Legends often corroborate the evidence. In South America, locals speak of rooms of fire or hidden halls, where sages performed rituals to communicate with the stars. Ancient Hindu texts describe Dwarka's secret chambers as places where divine knowledge was transmitted through cryptic devices and celestial alignment. In Cambodia, manuscripts speak of sacred chambers that could only be entered under precise cosmic conditions, hinting that these temples were not built for the masses, but for those who possessed esoteric knowledge. Could the secret chambers have been the very reason these temples were hidden from history, to protect knowledge that might alter humanity's understanding of the universe? The global connection of forbidden temples becomes apparent when comparing hidden chambers worldwide. From Asia to South America, Africa to the Mediterranean, many temples share underground or hidden chambers, accessible only through complex tunnels. Celestial alignments, ensuring rooms interact with sun, moon, or stars during rare events. Symbols and carvings depicting astronomy, mathematics, and rituals. Artifacts that suggest knowledge of energy, engineering, or cosmology. These shared characteristics suggest that the temples were part of a worldwide network of knowledge, deliberately hidden to endure cataclysms and the erosion of time. Could a civilization far older than recorded history have constructed these temples as protective vessels for knowledge, leaving hints for future generations to rediscover? Modern technology is beginning to peel back the veil. LiDAR scans in dense jungles reveal hidden chambers previously inaccessible due to thick vegetation. Underwater mapping exposes tunnels and rooms beneath the ocean floor. High-resolution imaging uncovers carvings invisible to the naked eye, revealing symbols, celestial charts, and mathematical patterns previously unknown. Every discovery hints at secrets humanity is only beginning to grasp, secrets that could rewrite the story of our past. The Forbidden Temples, with their hidden chambers and mysterious artifacts, challenge everything we think we know. They suggest that humanity's ancestors may have possessed knowledge of the cosmos, advanced engineering, and spiritual wisdom far beyond our textbooks, preserved in secret for millennia. And while much remains hidden, Each uncovered chamber brings us closer to understanding a civilization deliberately concealed from history. Imagine walking through a dense jungle in Cambodia or scaling a remote cliff in Peru, only to discover a temple carved from massive stone blocks, hidden from the eyes of the world for thousands of years. Now imagine that within these temples lie devices, chambers, and inscriptions that suggest civilizations far more advanced than any recorded history dares to admit. Forbidden temples are not just relics. They are archives of lost knowledge, repositories of science, astronomy, and energy manipulation, deliberately concealed to survive cataclysms and the erosion of time. In Cambodia, temples like Preah Khan, Bang Mealia, and Ko Ker contain hidden chambers that have baffled archaeologists for decades. Some rooms are aligned with the rising sun during solstices, revealing carvings only visible for a few moments each year. Others contain symbols and geometric patterns that suggest knowledge of astronomy, sacred mathematics, and energy principles. Certain inscriptions appear to encode advanced astronomical calculations, mapping the movements of planets and stars with precision that would challenge modern astronomers. How could ancient civilizations, using only basic tools, achieve such meticulous precision? Could these chambers have been teaching centers for select initiates, storing forbidden knowledge for future generations? South America holds some of the most mysterious forbidden temples. In Peru, the hidden terraces and underground chambers of the Andes reveal stone carvings depicting celestial events, complex machinery, and advanced architectural techniques. Some walls have been polished with techniques that seem to resist time and natural decay. Local legends speak of the halls of the ancients, chambers where knowledge of medicine, astronomy, and energy manipulation was passed down in secret. Certain chambers are deliberately obscured by rock collapses or labyrinthine tunnels, as if the builders knew that outsiders were not ready to comprehend their secrets. Could these temples be the remnants of a lost global civilization, whose knowledge influenced the rise of the Incas, Mayans, and other civilizations without leaving explicit records? Underwater temples add another layer of mystery. In India, the submerged city of Dwarka contains stone temples, docks, and streets perfectly preserved beneath the sea. Some chambers are accessible only through tunnels that flood with tides, making exploration almost impossible. Within these chambers, archaeologists have uncovered stone altars, engraved pillars, and objects resembling ritual or energy devices, hinting at knowledge of hydrodynamics, energy flow, and celestial observation. Could these temples have been centers of experimentation, blending spiritual rituals with technologies lost to modern science? Africa's hidden temples are equally astonishing. In Egypt, lesser-known pyramids and sunken temples contain subterranean chambers carved with symbols of cosmic significance, star charts, and depictions of rituals lost to time. Some chambers align perfectly with celestial phenomena, producing phenomena like sunlight illuminating a hidden passage on precise dates. Other rooms produce resonant acoustics, amplifying a whisper into a booming echo across the chamber. Could these architectural features represent an understanding of physics, acoustics, and energy far ahead of what history credits to ancient civilizations? Asia is no exception. In Japan and China, submerged and mountainous temples feature stone grids, underground passages, and secret chambers with carvings depicting astronomical patterns and possible early machinery. In China, certain megalithic sites show metallic or ceramic components embedded in stone, whose purpose remains undeciphered. Could these hidden chambers be evidence of an interconnected ancient civilization, passing knowledge across continents long before human history recorded any global connections? Legends often mirror the archaeological findings. In South America, indigenous stories speak of temples hidden by spirits, only accessible to those with knowledge of sacred rituals. Ancient Hindu texts describe Dwarka's secret chambers as places where divine knowledge was transferred through cryptic inscriptions and celestial alignments. In Cambodia, manuscripts hint at temples appearing or revealing secrets only during eclipses or rare planetary alignments, implying that these structures were deliberately engineered to remain invisible or incomprehensible until certain cosmic conditions were met. Could these hidden chambers represent the true custodians of humanity's earliest advanced knowledge? artifacts found in these temples reinforce their mysterious purpose. In Cambodia, engraved stone discs resemble astronomical tools. In Peru, carvings depict devices capable of tracking planetary motion or predicting celestial events. India's submerged temples contain objects resembling early navigational instruments. In Africa, figurines and ceremonial objects suggest advanced understanding of geometry, metallurgy, and symbolism. Could these temples have been libraries of lost science and spiritual wisdom, encoded in ways humans could rediscover only when ready? The global patterns are undeniable. Forbidden temples share hidden or underground chambers, accessible only through treacherous paths. Celestial alignments interacting with sun, moon, and stars in precise ways. Carvings and inscriptions encoding astronomy, mathematics, and rituals. Artifacts suggesting knowledge of energy, engineering, or hidden technology. The implications are staggering. These temples suggest a civilization far older and more advanced than recorded history admits, deliberately hidden to protect its knowledge from cataclysm, invasion, or misuse. Their global distribution hints at a network of sacred knowledge, preserved across continents, guiding humanity while remaining invisible. Every discovery, from carvings to chambers, from submerged cities to desert temples, challenges our understanding of history and forces a reconsideration of what humans were capable of thousands of years ago. Modern technology is only beginning to peel back the veil. LiDAR scans reveal hidden chambers in dense jungles. Sonar mapping uncovers tunnels and structures beneath the oceans. High-resolution imaging exposes carvings invisible to the naked eye. Every discovery unveils more secrets, more questions, and more mysteries, suggesting that the forbidden temples are far more than relics. They are living archives of lost wisdom, waiting to be rediscovered. Could humanity truly have inherited knowledge from a civilization deliberately hidden, whose temples, chambers, and artifacts encoded wisdom meant to survive cataclysm, time, and ignorance? And if so, what secrets remain undiscovered, waiting to reshape everything we know about our past? Somewhere beyond the reach of history books, beyond the prying eyes of archaeologists and satellite scans, lie temples whose secrets could rewrite everything we thought we knew about humanity. These are not merely ancient ruins. They are repositories of forbidden knowledge, vaults of lost technology, and archives of civilizations deliberately erased from memory. Across continents, from the dense jungles of Southeast Asia to the sun-scorched deserts of Africa, from hidden Andean valleys to the ocean floors near India, these temples conceal truths that are as dangerous as they are enlightening. In Cambodia, hidden temples like Bang Mealia and Ko Ker contain chambers whose stone walls are etched with diagrams no scholar has fully deciphered. Unlike ordinary carvings, these inscriptions appear to combine mathematics, astronomy, and possibly energy manipulation, as though the ancients encoded complex principles in stone to survive millennia. Some rooms align with solar and lunar events, activating shadows or reflections that illuminate hidden messages. Locals speak in hushed tones of rooms that whisper secrets, chambers that were never meant for the uninitiated, holding teachings that could alter the understanding of physics, cosmology, or even consciousness itself. Far across the world, in the Peruvian Andes, hidden temples are constructed with stones so massive and perfectly fitted that even modern machinery struggles to replicate them. Within secret chambers, walls display planetary charts, eclipse predictions, and mysterious mechanical devices. Some chambers are sealed with stone doors that appear deliberately misaligned or hidden, as if to protect knowledge from intruders. Local legends speak of the halls beneath the mountains, places where chosen disciples learned secrets of the cosmos, energy, and the mind. Could it be that these temples were universities of a forgotten civilization, deliberately hidden to survive cataclysms and the passage of time? Beneath the oceans near India, the city of Dwarka holds submerged temples whose chambers hint at technologies lost to history. Archaeologists have found tunnels and rooms that flood with the tides, revealing artifacts that resemble early instruments for navigation or celestial observation. Some chambers seem designed to capture and focus energy, using water, stone, and precise alignment to channel unknown forces. Could these underwater temples represent a civilization that blended science, ritual, and energy manipulation, knowing that the knowledge was too powerful to remain exposed? Africa hides temples in deserts and hidden valleys whose architecture defies explanation. In Egypt, some lesser-known temples contain subterranean chambers with acoustics so precise they can amplify a whisper across an entire hall. Others align perfectly with the stars, allowing sunlight to illuminate inscriptions only on specific dates, suggesting an understanding of astronomical cycles far beyond what was thought possible. In Sudan and Nubia, temples reveal carvings and altars that depict cosmic events, intricate machinery, and symbols for energy and sacred geometry. Could these hidden temples have been the epicenters of knowledge lost to time, deliberately concealed to survive the collapse of civilizations? Asia reveals further mysteries. In Japan, ancient stone temples and megalithic structures contain hidden chambers, tunnels, and inscriptions aligned with celestial bodies. In China, embedded components in stone walls suggest knowledge of energy, vibration, or early mechanical devices. Despite vast distances, the architectural patterns, astronomical alignments, and symbolic carvings of these temples mirror those found in Cambodia, Peru, and Africa, hinting at a hidden global network of knowledge, deliberately scattered to endure the ages. The forbidden temples share common themes: hidden chambers and secret passages designed to conceal knowledge from the uninitiated, celestial alignments that interact with the sun, moon, and stars in precise ways, artifacts and inscriptions suggesting technologies and wisdom lost to humanity, global architectural patterns hinting at a connected civilization or knowledge system. Legends reinforce the archaeological record. Indigenous peoples speak of spirits guarding temples, only allowing the worthy to access hidden knowledge. Ancient texts describe chambers where knowledge of astronomy, energy, and spiritual power was transmitted through inscriptions, artifacts, and precise architectural design. Some manuscripts claim temples appear or reveal secrets only during rare planetary alignments or eclipses, implying deliberate concealment. Could these temples have been designed to protect knowledge from misuse, waiting for a future generation capable of understanding it? Artifacts found within these temples amplify the mystery. In Cambodia, discs engraved with geometric and celestial patterns resemble astronomical calculators. In Peru, carvings suggest devices that could track planets, manipulate water, or focus energy. India's submerged temples contain objects resembling navigation or energy instruments, while Africa's hidden temples hold figurines and ceremonial tools hinting at advanced mathematics, metallurgy, and symbolic communication. Could these temples have been repositories of a lost science, preserved in secret to survive civilizations that would have destroyed it? The implications are staggering. These temples suggest a civilization far older, wiser, and technologically advanced than we are taught. A civilization that spread knowledge globally, encoded it in stone and architecture, and then hid it from humanity, possibly to survive cataclysms, wars, and centuries of ignorance. Each temple is a time capsule, preserving lessons of astronomy, energy, ritual, and consciousness, waiting for the world to rediscover them. Modern technology is beginning to unveil their secrets. LiDAR scans reveal hidden chambers beneath jungles. Sonar mapping uncovers submerged tunnels. High-resolution imaging exposes carvings invisible to the naked eye. Each discovery brings new questions, new mysteries, and new possibilities, proving that the forbidden temples are not relics. They are archives of forgotten knowledge, waiting to illuminate humanity's past and future. Could it be that humanity's history, as we know it, is just the surface? Could the forbidden temples hold the keys to lost technologies, spiritual knowledge, and truths that could reshape civilization? The answer lies hidden, waiting for those willing to seek it, daring to uncover what the world was never meant to reveal. If these forbidden temples and their hidden knowledge fascinated you, subscribe now and turn on notifications. Comment below which temple you'd explore first, and we'll dive deeper into its mysteries in the next video. Don't miss the secrets the world is still hiding.